So Ray Anderson from Cincinnati Animal Care is joining us today, and we have the sweetest dog ever. Please tell us all about our girl Suede.
Isn't Suede amazing?
I love Suede.
I'm
so cool. I'm obsessed with Suede.
She's so cool. Just a really chill dog. She's a really sweet senior that we have at Cincinnati Animal Care. She's been with us for a few months, a little longer than we would like. She came in around the end of March. So we wanted to bring her here today because she has done great in a foster home. We know she gets along with other dogs. She doesn't pay any attention to cats, and she's even hung out with kids as young as 2. Our foster that she had a 2-year-old nephew that she was doing great with. So she is great with dogs, cats, and kids. Great with reporters as well, doesn't mind the camera.
Yes, we're besties.
She's having a ball here. I think she might be your new anchor.
You know, actually, she could just take my job.
It's fine.
Yeah,
it's totally
fine. I think the people would love Suede.
Pretty much all July, we're going to be doing an adoption event through Bissell Pet Foundation, and it is their Empty the Shelters event that they do several times a year.
Yeah.
It's a nationwide problem happening all across the United States where shelters are filling up. So we're one of more than 200 shelters that are participating in Empty the Shelters, and we're going to be reducing adoption fees all month long in hopes of finally getting the shelter emptied out.
Absolutely, and I think you're right. Every partner that we've had on the show has just talked about how many animals are coming in, and just it's a reminder about that need that we all have for fostering and adopting and making sure that we as a community are doing what we can to help you all.
And that's the big thing is, you know, when we took over the shelter operations in 2020, we said the only way that we can do what has been asked is with an active and engaged community.
Yes.
You know, we have about 70 employees. We take in about 8,000 animals a year. We can't take them all home ourselves.
Yeah.
So we have to have those adopters. And if you can't adopt right now, fostering is freedom for these dogs. It gets them out of the shelter. It gets them into a home, even if it's temporary. And I know a lot of people, they hear fostering, like, I could never do that. I'd want to keep them all. I had the same mentality. But when I see our foster families that have helped 50 dogs in a single year, like the amount of lives that you can save if you're not ready to take on a permanent addition to the home it's so crucial. And it creates we're in like a little bit of a bottleneck right now. So if we get more dogs into foster, if we get more dogs out of the shelter, then our rescue partners can take more dogs out of the shelter. They can free up their foster homes, and it just creates this cascading effect. But we got to have that active and engaged community. I think really even for us, it would just be an extra 100 to 200 fosters in a city of 800,000, which would make a massive difference.
I think it would, and even you're saying 800,000, but people from northern Kentucky can come help. And
absolutely.
The greater Cincinnati area, there are, I want to say, a couple million people.
Yeah, for adopting, we have no restrictions on where you can adopt from.
Okay.
For our foster families, we do ask that you be about an hour's drive within the shelter just for medical appointments, meet and greets, or if any sort of emergency pops up. But even if you're a little outside the Hamilton County area and you want to help out with fostering, there's so many great local shelters and rescues in your area too that can really use the help. But the more we're all working together and collaborating, the fewer dogs that are spending the night in a kennel. We always say if you can't adopt, foster. If you can't foster, volunteer. If you can't volunteer, donate. And if you can't do any of those, just spread the word.
Just spread the word,
Just spread the word.
Because you never know. If you tell the right person, even on social media, you might be able to help an animal find their forever home.
Help us save some lives.
Now, where can people go for more information if they are feeling called to do any of the things that we just talked about?
You can go right on our website, which is cincycare.org, Cincy with a Y, care.org.